What's up, everyone? It's Josh Cheney here for another Sunday sermon sit-down summary. Good Monday morning, coming out of the last weekend of October. Can you believe it? And hopefully all the kids had a lot of fun. They stayed safe, had a lot of candy that maybe we can take some as parents of your favorite kind if you can convince them to do it. You'll have to see if your kids will let you do that. Speaking of seeing, it's this week's topic, the God who sees me. And we mentioned, Sandy gave a great message really about what God sees, how he sees, his plan for redemption. And then our part in that is, well, quite frankly, the mask that we put onto the world so that we can make them believe something that we are when it's really something that we aren't, or vice versa, something that we aren't, that we want to believe that we are. And that despite what we think often, I love the quote she gave that from Tim Keller, which says, we're far worse than we ever imagined and far more loved than we could ever dream. As she mentioned, it's one of these instances where we kind of think like, I'm good enough or I'm working towards it and Jesus will just kind of push me over the top. But that's really not how it works. We forget sometimes how broken we are, and how broken we were, how broken we are, and how we need God for everything. How he sees something that's quite a bit different than what we see often because we get so used to putting the mask on ourselves, convincing ourselves and others that we're okay. And then we don't appreciate salvation and God's plan that she covered to save you and me. To pick one family, the family of Abram that became Abraham, to be loyal to that family, to teach the world about himself through the ways he blessed the family. When every family member was on death row for their crimes, to send his son, Jesus Christ, to rescue them by being killed in their place, to have his son defeat death by raising him from the dead, and to recreate every member of the family and every person in the world who his son rescued. To give them a new heart that's capable of loving him and others, to work unselfishly. For we are God's masterpiece, as Ephesians 2:10, one of my favorite verses, mentions. He's created us anew in Christ Jesus so that we can do good things that he planned for us long ago. And really, it comes down to a decision once you've accepted Christ. He's created us anew for the good things that he planned. We're part of the plan. Are you going to pour your energy into the good new you, into walking in that faith with Jesus? You're going to pour your energy into a lot of the old things, a lot of the things that you think are the things that you think you're doing good for, that are really worthless to God if we're not doing it for him and by him as part of his plan. He sees you in all of your victory, in all of your disgusting situations and masks that we try to hide behind. He sees you, and he loves you, and he's had a plan if you're willing to accept it and continue to walk with him. I hope you have a great week. It's a sobering thought very often for all of us that we're just not good enough without Jesus, that we need to continue to work towards him. And as we continue to work towards him, he will restore our hope one life at a time through himself. Have a great week.
Sometimes I think I know what my motivations are, but I deceive myself. So my friend Jackie, who was here at the morning service, told me that of a study that she knows about, where it talks about how people deceive themselves when it comes to their motives, that we're really all very bad judges of our own motivation. We give ourselves too much good credit for what we do. Even if we have low self-esteem, we tend to give ourselves too much positive credit.
Empty-handed, crying out from the pit of my despair, and there you were in the shadows, Holding out your hand, you met me there. And now where would I be without you? Where would I be? Jesus, you were the voice in the desert, calling me out in the dead of night, fighting my battles for me. And you are my rescue story. You lifted me up from the ashes, carried my soul from death to life, bringing me from glory to glory. You are my rescue story. And you are my rescue story. And you are. And you were writing the pages before I had a name, before I needed grace, singing songs of redemption, even when I ran away. You were louder than my shame. And now where would I be without you? Where would I be? Oh Jesus, you were the voice in the desert, calling me out in the dead of night, fighting my battles for me. You are my rescue story. You lifted me up from the ashes, carried my soul from death to life, bringing me from glory to glory. You are my rescue story. You never gave up on me. Oh, you never gave up on me. And you are my testimony. Oh, you never gave up on me. Oh, you never gave up on me. And you are my testimony. Oh, you were the voice in the desert, calling me out in the dead of night, fighting my battles for